couple of years ago, I went to Haiti to adopt my youngest daughter, Alexandra. They had a saying that the kids in the orphanage had won the lottery. They were the lucky ones. They had a chance for a future. But there were thousands more who were still living on the street. After my daughter came home, I took another trip to Haiti, and I ended up spending time at a home for street kids. Many of these kids had been former restavics, which is a Haitian term for child slaves. Their parents had sold them to another family as a servant, hoping they would have a chance for a better future, but most of them ended up being neglected or abused. I didn't know what I could do for them, but one of the boys, Micheline, was insistent that I tell others his story. He didn't ask for money or clothes or even food, just that I would share his story. So I took pictures and wrote down the details of his life and went back to my home and job in Washington State. And I told my high school students about Micheline's life as a former child slave and living on the street. They were in shock. They wanted to know why no one had ever told them about poverty in Haiti, about kids living on the street, about kids who are enslaved today. And with that knowledge, they wanted to do something. This is why I started J.U.M.P to change the world. J.U.M.P is an acronym for Juveniles Use Media Power. People might ask, why J.U.M.P? Why now? But the connection that happened between Micheline and Haiti and my students at home is the answer. People make connections by sharing personal stories. The news doesn't do that. The news shows pictures of nameless, malnourished kids with distended bellies, and we turn away. We don't know them. Their problems are too big. But my students know Micheline now, and they know his challenges. His story becomes our story, and maybe that can make the difference.